Hey, Landon Rivers here. Say, are you allergic to sharks? Also, who do you think is best girl? Are you on Team Burst or Team Sniper? All these important questions and more as we head through the harbor of Orgrimmar. Orgrimmar is the last frontier towards Mechalon, the land of the ancestors. We must help Captain Loris, Marcus's brother, in order to progress any further by snatching Loris's logbook from the locals who Marcus sold it to. Yeah, Repo Men never had any trouble. That said, much like Deserted Temple, Orgrimmar is a fetch quest. Leave the boat, grab the book, and go back to the boat. The level is very straightforward and features a few new tricks and mechanics which we get to play with. Orgrimmar is not without its dangers though. Your available gear got a nice upgrade, but so did the enemies. If you're doing a single segment run, equipment for Orgrimmar is extremely easy. All we do is choose the halfling again, then increase her potions from 2 to 3 by pressing the right arrow on the slot. That's all we need to do. In all honesty, equipment for this level is irrelevant. In a past Twitch stream, twitch.tv/LandonRivers, we proved it was possible to get through this level without buying any weapons, armor, or potions at all, even when using the slower characters. However, it was very challenging, so our loadout is still relevant to keeping us alive. For individual level runners, here is a list of usable characters and highest level equipment available for the stage once it is unlocked. And here is the recommended speedrun loadout. The Halfling is the fastest character, so she is the clear choice. Orgrimmar can be completed in less than 2 minutes and 20 seconds using our current routing. We start out skipping the cutscene and turning around immediately towards the ladder at the back. We ignore the prisoner goblin trying to tell us of untold riches by jumping onto the ladder as we approach. Because this ladder is so short, we're unable to jump while climbing, so just make sure you have a good snag while jumping on. Once you hop off at the top, run backwards and jump over the porthole, then head off the gangplank. Now we head forward to exploit an interesting mechanic. Up ahead is a trigger area which, when you cross it, causes 3 goblins and an orc deathcrafter to spawn at a campfire ahead. Well, luckily, based on the design of the level and the quickness of our character, we can actually bypass this trigger entirely by jumping around it. Give it a few practice jumps if you can, it's right at the beginning. You can tell if you did it right because there will either be goblins and an orc ahead or not. Preventing these guys from spawning means fewer things blocking you the way there and back. Head across the bridges, making sure to turn in short bursts and jump across gaps to shorten your total distance traveled. Now we begin to meet some problem enemies which will show up a few times throughout the level. The assassins have gotten an upgrade to their bows and armor. If you see one carrying a composite bow, they'll charge up and shoot you with burst arrows. If you see one carrying a precision bow, they'll peck you off with sniper arrows. The sniper arrows hurt a lot more, in some rare cases killing you instantly due to a lucky headshot they get. Do what you can to dodge around these guys and not get too close. We make our way towards some stairs and you'll see an orc either standing still or walking away from them. If he's standing still, he'll probably confront you when you approach them and end up blocking you. Dodge around him as appropriate. This is just a case of RNG. Continue forward, then up the stairs and around to an alleyway with several boxes piled on top of each other. To the left is a set of stairs leading up to a room with the logbook in it. However, the door is locked, so we have to go around the long way to find the key for that door. 2 orc deathcrafters will appear. Dodge around them to the right and continue through. The assassin here is a sniper and can do some definite damage, so heal up when you pass through if need be. Now we head over to do another trick jump. By jumping on these stacked boxes properly, we can bypass the stairs to the right. Hop on the little box first, then stop, sidestep to the right, and jump next to the big box to glide up. This jump is also going to take some practice to get down, but it's very important for this run. As we turn into this building, we'll notice another sniper poking around the corner. They might get some shots on you, so be careful. Jump on the ladder in this building, and like before, there's no use in trying to jump up again as a boost. As you hop up, curve to the left. Head over the walkway and a berserker brute appears. You can usually dodge around him to the right, but sometimes he can block you a little. Do not engage at all. He has a shatter axe equipped and it hits like a truck. Head past and open the door to the room with a key. In this narrow entryway, an orc deathcrafter and goblin will appear. Sometimes they can block you, but they can move out of the way just as easily. Dodge around them or give them a smack to try and set them back, pick up the key and head out the door. It's at this point we need to make use of a false crouch stance. So when you're opening the door, make a melee attack and continue to hold crouch. Jump over the railing to the left and onto the boxes below. Beware that if you're trying to heal up from a berserker or deathcrafter hitting you, the drinking animation won't let you do a false crouch. Jump up the stairs and right click on the door to unlock it, quick snag the log and book it out of there before the berserker has a chance to react. When you reach the side of this building, a cutscene will play which we skip by spamming enter, and we continue on through. The harbor is now going to be bombarded by cannons and some boxes and buildings will be destroyed. Head down the stairs and now we can go for a little swim. Jump off the dock when you reach the center of these two pilings and set your bearings toward the stairs on the other end. Be careful not to wander out too far or sharks could get to you. You are incredibly allergic because as soon as they nudge up against you, you start bleeding uncontrollably. God, it sucks to have bad genes. As you are swimming, hold the spacebar to maximize your speed and stay closest to the top for when you get out. As you reach the dockside, spam right mouse button and you could get a slick double jump when hopping out of the water onto the stairs. Be careful at this point of flying cannonballs and fans of arrows coming from the burst arrow assassins. Hop up the stairs and clear any gaps which could save you some distance. Heal if you need to. When you run across the bridges, be aware that cannonballs will crumble them beneath you. Here's what will be left of the first bridge, and here's what's left of the second bridge. So for this first one, we want to stick to the right, jump the gap of the campfire area, then hug left as you head across the second bridge. When you reach this piling, quick turn and jump down onto the rocky platform and head up the stairs. Around this time, the assassins from earlier could push you forward with their arrows from afar. Keep pushing onto the ship, and as soon as you reach the top of the gangplank, jump into the hole. Head to Loris, and when the screen fades to black, split. That is Arkamar in its entirety. It's a fun level, but it can sneak up on you and sometimes kill you if you're not careful. That's why we bought 3 health potions. Anyway, now we set sail at dawn to Mechalon to meet the elves and try to form an alliance. I'm Landon Rivers, and I'll see you there.